Get to speak to you guys about one of my favorite topics, which is fasting. What exactly is fasting? It's abstaining from food. And one of the most common ways of improving your metabolic health, of balancing your hormones, of eating healthy is incorporating intermittent fasting, which is basically tracking when you're eating and when you're not. One of the most common methods to track that is through an app. It's one of the ways that helped me the most. We use an app called Life. I'll be sharing the link with you guys so you guys can add yourselves. And if it's something that you want to use, or if it's a tool that you want to incorporate while we're doing this challenge, it'll be something that will definitely help you out. Now, before I continue to speak about fasting, I do want to stress, and I've asked everyone that is joining us to please try to focus on 4-week gut protocol, the principles, following the nutrition plan to the T, trying to really give all your energies into figuring out how to eat gut friendly, how to make this work for your lifestyle so that you can, in 4 weeks, really look at your journey and say, okay, not only is this not that difficult, but I'm not hungry, I'm eating different kinds of foods, I'm learning how to prepare them so that you can really appreciate what it's like to do 4-week of protocol. So if you want to use fasting as an additional tool in your toolbox, this video is going to help you understand how you can do that. But please focus on doing the nutrition program to a T. When I first began fasting, it was back in 2020. I was 39 years old. I started to notice that the things that I was doing, which was time nutrition, still working out, weren't working anymore. My body was changing and something was going on. So I started researching, and I discovered that one of the best ways to balance your hormones, and obviously being 39 years old, hormones were going to be a big deal for the next 10 years of my life. So I decided that I wanted to learn more about them and lean into working with them instead of against them. I discovered the world of fasting and found out that it was one of the best ways to balance hormones. And I began intermittent fasting. I started with 12 hours. Then I moved up to 13. Then I would bump it up to 14. And then once in a while do a 16. And I did IF for 2 years. In 2022, I ran into a book called Fast Like a Girl, and I discovered that IF was just one way to fast, that there's actually different fasts depending on what you want to target. And it taught me that our bodies basically self-heal. The longer you abstain from food, the different areas of your body that you can improve, anywhere from dopamine levels to your hormone levels to your gut microbiome. And it was something that I started to play with, and between one thing and the other, I've been able to do elongated fast and be able to really reap the rewards of your body healing itself. Now, I really I don't suggest for anyone to be going on elongated fast while we're doing this program, because again, the idea is for you guys to eat all your containers. It's going to be very hard for you to eat all your containers if you're fasting for 48 hours. So my suggestion is try to stay with just IF. 16-8 is one of the most common ones. But again, if you're a beginner, start with 12 hours, increment to 13, 14, so on and so forth. One of the things that I noticed when I started doing IF was that picking a window that works for my schedule is key. Everyone has different schedules. It was also one of the beauties of fasting was that I was able to adjust my eating windows depending on where I am in my life or what exactly it is that I'm doing, or if I'm on vacation. So that is one of the things that I love about fasting, that I feel while people think it's restricting you from food, I feel it's kind of a very flexible way of eating. You're going to go ahead and notice that when you start fasting, you're going to get better at it. Your metabolic system does start improving, and you're going to realize that maybe while right now 14 hours seem impossible, little by little, as you increment and eat less hours during the day, you're going to get better at it. Again, I highly do recommend that you do follow your container count. incorporate all your containers, but basically what you're doing is incorporating your containers within your eating window. We're going to ask you guys to go ahead and do your first tracking of your window. I'm going to share where you can go ahead and download the app. It's completely free. You're going to join our circle. And then if you go to the dashboard, you're going to be able to see all the people that are also fasting with you. When it comes to what breaks fast, what doesn't break fast, I am going to give you guys the scientific answer of what breaks a fast. Anything that rises your insulin level breaks fast. Everyone is different. So if you really want to know what breaks a fast, you would have to get a glucose monitor. Okay, you're going to measure your sugar, your glucose, or you can measure your ketones as well. You're going to ingest whatever it is you want to test. And then 30 minutes later, you're going to go ahead and test your blood sugar again. If your blood sugar has gone above, and the way that this book describes it, 0.10 or more, okay, in your monitor, then you've broken fast. If it has not gone up, or if it has not changed, or if it's actually gone down, then obviously you haven't broken fast. So when that question comes around, I like to tell everyone the honest truth, which is everyone is different. Anything else having to do with fasting, if you have any questions, please drop them below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And I'm excited. I'm glad we're doing this together. And I can't wait. I can't wait to watch us all crush it.